Killer, it's been a long afternoon here, real stop-start game with the medical emergency, half an hour postponed in the first half, but also stop-start with the referee a little bit as well. Penalties, errors, inclement weather. We've had it all this afternoon, haven't we?
We have. It was an untidy game. I think first and foremost we pass on our best wishes to Gavin Rodden and his family. It's not nice to see that, and obviously even worse when a player's involved. And but Gav showed a lot of character to carry on and play after his dad was taken ill. And second of all, well done to Swinton. They handled the game better than us. I'm very disappointed with a lot of the areas of the game, but one thing I'm not disappointed with the character of the side. I think we had 12 for the majority of the game and 11 twice. I'm pretty certain that we should have been at 12. The 11, I'll have to look again. If we're giving yellows for that, we've got to be consistent, and I feel it wasn't consistent. The ruck speed was a little bit slow at times, and it was a little bit of an erratic basketball game, which Swinton are a young team and that's what they want on this field, and we took the bait really. I think early on we were way off. We missed the start, and that was evident in just some of our contacts. They broke us a few times, and then obviously the send-off didn't help. We found a way to get back in the game, but every time we did that, we let them back in the game. We were a penalty or an error, hitting a kicker late, we've thrown an interception. So I said to the boys there that the good work of so many is spoiled by so few, and I just feel that's the sort of the theme of the day really. A couple of individuals were not at the races today, that they were way off, and that's not the standards we need to be at. But the flip side of that, I think 12 men, 11 men twice, we had every excuse to be beaten by a more of a score, and we were still in it. I think obviously we missed a penalty to make it a 4-point ball game. We went for that because Connor was in the sin bin, and we just felt that that might have had them creaking, and we've missed that. And then I think we've given a late shot, and then we've given an interception off. So those sort of three things combined together just put the game away from us. But again, we still went back and scored, and we were still fighting right to the death. So there is positives in there, but very frustrating today, and very disappointing that we've not won.
What do you say to those individuals that have let you down today?
Look, we'll hold them accountable. Probably not the time and place now, but we'll review it, make sure that I'm right, and as a team and as coaching staff, we'll speak to them on Tuesday and Wednesday and have a real thorough review, and we've got to be better. If we want to win games, we've got to be better. We're not thinking about playoffs or how far we're off the top four. We're thinking about week to week and improving, and I think we've probably gone a little bit backwards today in some of our efforts, put forward in others. So it's frustrating because we're not getting that full 80 performance and consistency off 1 to 17.
The Farrell red card came quite early in the first half. Any thoughts on that? You'll have seen it back on the video.
Yeah, listen, I've seen him sin bin, I've seen him giving on report. I think you've got to be really certain on where the contact was. He was falling, but it didn't look good. It looks a bit nasty, and just before that, Isaac's thrown the ball away, and quite petulant, and then you're on the referee's radar, and they're looking for probably opportunities to get you off the field, and flying out the line, and they did that, and yeah. It's obviously harmed us. We've lost a half during the game, and then we lost Matty to a sin bin, and we've lost the fullback. So it's very hard to attack when one of your spines that are not there, and we've had three of them not there for parts of the game, and then obviously then our attack becomes, everyone knows it's going to sort of come through Matty, as much as DP played a little bit there, but it becomes predictable where we're going to go, and we had to play a little bit more route one today than we would have liked. I thought we did adapt quite well. We burnt some chances, throwing balls in touch, overplaying first set of the second half where we've come up with an error. We didn't need to chase the game. The break probably came, as unfortunate it came, it did give us an opportunity to reset, and we go in and, what was it, a 10 or 12 point ball game. But like I say, we just compounded, and we found ways to lose the game today instead of ways to win.
Big wide field here, you went fast in the outside backs. Do you think that paid off for you? There were some great efforts from obviously Connor, Brad Hall right there to save a try late on in the second half, and Gabe's got the full length.
Yeah, but we weren't able to take advantage because we lost that man. I thought Connor, backed up from last week. Good try, set up Brad, and like you say, that's the character stuff. I think we're 14 points down and Brad's chased back, held someone up. Bowsley's done the same. Those are the efforts that we're looking for, but we need to be more consistent. I don't think anyone's going home today feeling like they were let down effort-wise. Supporters were great and got behind the team. You look at the score in isolation, it's disappointing, but some of the efforts today were really good, and that's why it's disappointing that some of them, individually, have let the team down today, and it's a team sport, unfortunately.
What do you say to the boys when there's the medical emergency going on? There's a half an hour break. Boys are in, out, warm, cool, stiffening up.
It's the same for both sides, isn't it? Like I say, as unfortunate as the incident was, it probably helps us just to reset and have a talk through things. But yeah, it doesn't help, and then obviously we have to go in and have half time as well. But I think that's obviously secondary when there's something like that, and obviously the individuals involved as well. So a lot of the players were just had concern for Gav and his family.
Week off now, boys had the opportunity to have a day off next week, but that's been cancelled.
We put some sort of a reward in there. If we'd have beaten Rochdale and Swinton back to back, we wouldn't have come in on Friday, but unfortunately we've been beaten, so we'll be in and we'll be working hard because we just didn't get that goal. We didn't deserve it.
Looking forward to Dewsbury then. You got a bit of time to get some more work into them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think like I said, I don't think we're far off. It's not like we're coming here today and driving away. Really, we're way off because we did a lot of good things. So I think it's important that we have a good week. We roll into Dewsbury, take that energy from our last home game against Rochdale into that game, and we'll be fully prepared.
And just finally, no one's any injuries today. Everyone seems to come through unscathed.
Yeah, I think that's probably the positive. Everyone's sort of come through. Obviously, we got Lewis Hatton scan results back late Friday, and it's very similar to the last injury, so he's looking like season. Just with that knee, but other than Pickers, I think everyone else will be available for the Dewsbury game. But I'm pretty sure Faz will probably cop a ban. So, but we've got the depth and players, ready to go, and opportunities will be given.
Thank you.